Hello and welcome to another recording to my channel. This will be another Star Trek Online Age of Discovery episode playthrough. We'll be continuing the Solanae Dyson sphere. Episode The Contested Zone. And once again I have to trip over my words. We have more operations outside of the Allied Zone, Admiral. The Contested Zone is right near our borders and it is where our forces are currently engaged with the Voth, both in the atmosphere and on the ground. It's a constant fight for control of the area. If we slip, the Voth will overwhelm us. We could use your help out there. Travel to the Contested Zone and see what you can do.
This is the Contested Zone. Our forces here are in a constant conflict with the Voth. There are 5 fronts in the zone, and each of them need your help. Here, we are fighting the Voth over towers that are critical to our control of the zone. I would advise you help only if you have other starships to provide support. In the center of the Contested Zone is the battle zone. Commander Arnold is leading the ground fight there against the Voth. He needs anyone who's willing to assist. Make no mistake about this. The Contested Zone is an active conflict. Be careful out there.
Okay, that was just a meet and greet. Okay. The Omega Standoff. So this is a ground mission, this one. There is a ground war waging as we speak in the battle zone, Commander. Arnold is commanding our forces in an attempt to gain control over Omega particle solos. Unfortunately, the Allied forces there are understaffed and under-equipped. They're too far away from the supply depot for us to reliably send supply shipments. Supply shipments. I think one of those should not be in there. And they can always use more combat-ready recruits. Commander Arnold and his forces could use your help. Admiral, can you spare it? Okay, and again, the arrow points us right there, so we'll just go to full impulse. And you have to be down the bottom of the map to beam down, so you'll have to just head down until your warp trail goes in a straight line across, and you'll know you hit the bottom of the map. Bumping. Oh, because I hit the bottom of the map. Okay. 120 kilometers. Again, you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 areas you can fight within this particular zone. Then you've got the other zone, the Federation zone. This is the combat zone, and this is the Voth zone. So you got the I think this is where the minefield was in the previous missions. I better turn that way. See myself going off to the side. Okay. I haven't even reached it yet, so how did I fly through it? Okay, and as you can see, it's like a city down here. So this thing is huge. This is inside the Dyson sphere itself. You can see the sun right there, and the other side of the sphere. I should be able to beam down, but there we go. Come on, you know you want to hurry up.
This is the Voth battle zone. Our goal is to take control of at least one Omega particle silo. Here's how we do it. This is a map of the battle zone. There are 3 regions, each made up of multiple capture points. When the Voth hold a capture point, it is red. When we take control of a capture point, it will change to blue. Capturing points advances us towards our goal, represented by this meter. When it is full, we can make our final push to stop the Voth at the Omega particle silos. We must capture at least one of these silos to claim this battle zone for the Alliance. Good luck.
Okay, so once you actually capture it, it resets the map and starts all over again. So it's a constant, ongoing fight. So... Oh, I've also unlocked level 3 in the reputation, so I will be doing a level 3 reputation thing once I finish the Solanae Dyson sphere playthrough. So you can see here there are 3 different entries for the 3 different areas to go to. And I will enter this one here just because there seems to be already some people playing this map. It is pretty hard to do it by yourself, so you do want to have other people playing the map. You just got to figure out where they are because it is somewhat hard. Okay, can't see anyone. As you can see, there are constant Voth. I think there are 5 of these. No, there's just one, but you've got to disable all 5 of these at the same time. So by the time you're deactivating the 5th one, the first one will be reactivating. So you really need a team to do this one to guard the others while you're fighting, because they actually do beam in reinforcements. So we won't be doing that particular map. Oh, Voth beamed in behind me. Got to figure out where the, or if there are actually any other teams in here. Okay, the Voss Silo is pretty easy, not easy, it's probably one of the easiest maps to do by yourself. But luckily there's already someone here. So this will just go a little easier. I'm just going to run over here, activate this. This moves to the whoa, okay, the Omega particle thing goes towards the other end. And once you get it there, it locks in and then you win this particular map. Pretty sure that guy was wearing a reputations gear. I'm not sure which one. Okay, so let's head down here, guard this particular console. You can see quite a few beam in, and they'll sometimes get a kind of little kind of velociraptor looking thing coming through here as well to back them up. It's almost locked in place. Once it does, you just hit that console. Oh, it's still going. Okay. That's pretty good. What was I stuck on? It wasn't moving or shooting or anything. Oh, wait a minute. Why are they going back? Oh, Voth power suit. Okay, so we've got to stop them from activating it on... Whoa, what the hell? Did I just... I'm not sure what just happened there. I just got thrown aside. Where am I? Well, there it is there, so I want to stay at this console so they can't activate it. What the hell? Turn around! almost in there, which means it's going to lock in. Well, this should turn blue as soon as that happens. There we go. And we get some items and stuff. Some things and stuff we get. Okay. Now, I'm just going to go this way. So this gives you a little bit of a health boost. Let's see. The other team is there. So these two are the same sort of map. So I'm just trying to figure out where they're going. They're staying put. No, they took off somewhere. No, they're still there. Are they leaving the map? Have I passed this particular message? Dyson's command. Ah, I think we finished it. Okay, so you only had to finish one map to finish this particular thingamabob. Hope things are going well in the battle zone. When you're ready, speak with me again. Requests for aid are arriving at a constant pace. We could always use the help. Oh, that was easy. Okay, so let's activate the next episode. Tower control. The discovery of control towers in the contested zone. Okay. We could use your help driving the Thoth away from the control towers in the contested zone. These towers are integral to our control of this area. If the Thoth hold them, they'll be able to call in reinforcements and overwhelm us. Can you take the fight to the Thoth and help us gain control of the area? And again, these are all repeatable. Once you finish the map, it resets, and then you just start all over again. So it's a constant ongoing battlefield. Let's have a look at the big map. There's no green circle. I think it's these red circles. You've got to turn these blue. You've got to turn all these blue. But again, just like the other one, you might only have to do it for one of them. Actually, the biggest arrow seems to be this one, so that's the closest, so we'll head for that one. Okay, there's an ally here, but I'm not sure if that's a computer ally or an actual player. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Whoa, hey! I'm hoping I only have to get one tower because I seem to be here by myself. I don't seem to be doing too well. So you do have to work as a team. So if you do have a fleet, I suggest that you organise for a time during the day where you can all be on at the same time and do these missions if you want to. Right, way over the other side. Where is it? There it is. Come on, why aren't you firing? Ah, so all the ships got stuck in the gravity well there. You can see they got stuck. I'm going to die again. Gotta attack the little ships first to take out the mosquitoes, and then I can start attacking the big ship again. Away I go. So there's 4 smaller ships at least, and then the big one. Sure if... Nope, haven't finished it yet. Defeat 20%. So I've got to control one of the 5. Yeah, that's one of the small... Oh! It's more than 5 now. I don't think this is the same tower. Oh. Oh, she put quite a lot of damage from exploding against my hull, or my hull exploding against it. This is why you need to organize to have other people here, because it is kind of hard to do this on your own. So I think that's my backup I just called for. There are only 2 ships left. Oh, nope, there's a little one right there. Little one going down, hopefully. Okay, so the only one left is the big fella. Why am I not shooting? There we go. So I want to stay on this side of the ship because its shields are down. This way I should be able to get more... Ah, no, get some more hull damage done on it. Oh, more ships warped in. Yay! Well, doesn't look like I'm going to be getting anywhere with this. So I might have to... Oh. Oh, someone else has started. Awesome! I was just going to say, I'm going to quit this and move on to another mission, but okay, it looks like someone else is helping. I think that must be a warp shadow to have that many. Okay. Okay. Once this goes blue, we'll have a quick look at the... Oh! Okay, it's not 100%, but let's finish this. I've received reports that your efforts helped to push the VOF back in the zone. Excellent work, Admiral. We'll need you to keep supporting our efforts throughout the Dyson sphere. You've seen all of the areas that's annoying, that are important to hold. We're trusting you to do what you can to help us destroy the Omega particles and prevent the VOF from using them against us. Step between the stars. I thought so. So this is a Voyager episode where you have to go to the Voyager. Admiral, we have discovered a station near the center of the Solanae Dyson sphere that controls the station's ability to jump to other areas of space, utilizing the vast amounts of Omega particles it generates as fuel. This could be disastrous for the Delta Quadrant if the reaction is not perfect. Vast areas of subspace would be damaged, rendering space travel in that region almost impossible. Our intel indicates that the VOF intend to take control of the station and jump the sphere back to their space. We cannot allow this to happen. Report to Joint Command. We will need your help to do this. So, I have to... Let's just transwarp there. Transwarp to the beta quadrant. Okay. Again, I don't want to rush through the episodes, but I do want to get as many out as possible. so that we can move on to something else. I think it's Tuvok will speak. Once it loads, that is. Okay. Now, with the level 3 reputation system, I might, if I've got the chance, to do a few Phoenix packs and show you what the benefits of those things are. But we'll have to wait and see. Come on. Okay. I was just trying to figure out what was going on. There's a lot of activity here in Joint Command, sir. The entire fleet must be mobilizing for something big. The rest of the senior staff is being briefed in another area. Our orders are to meet with the Chief Logistics Officer. Understood. I'll find the Chief Logistics Officer. Let's zoom in a little bit, look for the green. Oh, right next to me. Okay.
You're just in time. Please follow me to Subcommander Cole.
Understood. It's taking too long. You can follow me. Okay. Don't want to make this video too long. Hopefully I can speak to the sub-commander before she gets there. Awesome.
Good to see you again. We now know why the sphere generates vast amounts of Omega particles. It is designed to use those particles as fuel to jump to any area of space. There is a space station that controls the jumps in close orbit of the sphere's star.
Please go on.
Admiral Tuvok from Starfleet was selected to lead a small team to the station to try to disable it. With him is Dr. Eric Cooper, a scientist who has been studying Dyson and Iconian technology. Something's gone wrong. 2 hours ago, we received a distress signal from Tuvok. Please use the console to download the signal. Afterward, I'd like to hear your opinion of the situation.
Understood. I'll listen to the message.
Joint Command, please respond. This is Tuvok. Sensors have detected a large Voth fleet moving toward the station. They have discovered us, and we have yet to complete our work. Communications with our ship are down. Our last contact with them indicated that they were having technical difficulties and may be forced to retreat to a safer location. I will be unable to stop a Voth advance without assistance.
Close distress signal.
The attack on the Voth fleet will commence shortly. Captains, please return to your ships.
Okay, so it's like you're in the middle of an episode, like how they write these things.
Tuvok and Cooper are stranded with an entire Voth fleet bearing down on them. I need you to fly to the station, rescue our team, and finish the mission. Our fleet will engage the Voth to help keep them distracted. But to avoid detection, you'll need to fly roughly 100 kilometers above the surface of the star.
Flying close to the sun will put my ship at risk, but we'll do what the mission demands.
Speak with the logistics officer assigned to brief your crew on the situation. With your permission, we can help your engineers set up a temporary modulation for your shield frequencies that should allow your ship to travel that close to the sun safely.
Very good. And where did she disappear to? Right there.
Greetings. Our engineers are working with your crew now to create a temporary modulation program that will help your shields protect your ship from the heat and radiation you will encounter on your way to the sun station. Your ship should be able to safely make the trip, but it won't be able to remain in orbit of the station.
Where should our ship go after I'm on the station?
We will need every available ship to fight the Voth. It would be best if your ship joined the fleet once you are aboard the station. Your goals on the station are to find Admiral Tuvok, assist him to shut down the sphere's jump capabilities, and then retreat before the Voth fleet arrives. Do you have any questions?
If our ship is with the fleet, what's our escape plan?
Admiral Tuvok traveled to the station in a new starship, specifically designed to withstand the conditions there. The Dyson has reported some technical issues, but they should still be in transporter range. It will be standing by to assist you when you've completed your mission.
Understood. I'll return to my ship. So the Dyson, again, is one ship that you were able to get after you've completed the mission, but whether or not they've taken that out, or I'm not sure. Being to ship. Captain, we are approaching the surface of the star. The modulations to our shields are holding off the worst of the effects, but they won't keep us safe for long. We're already losing subsystems of heat and radiation. I can keep us flying for now with emergency backups, but more systems are going offline by the minute. It's only a matter of time before we lose something critical. The ship will hold together. Plot a course for the station, best possible speed. Okay. You can see these satellites, you've got to fix those. We can't establish any communication. We can't establish any communications with the station's admiral. The initial scans indicate that the nearby solar flares are interfering with our frequencies. It is possible for the ship to repair the nearby solar flare inhibitors that should allow us to contact the station. Very well. We'll repair the solar flare inhibitors, then contact Admiral Tuvok. Now, I think if you come to a complete stop, you actually do take damage. You have to keep moving. Either that or there was a bug at one point and I just died for no reason. Just bounced off it. That shouldn't be too good for the ship.
Your arrival is timely. The Voth are already on the station. I am with Dr. Cooper, but many of the other members of our team have been killed. Any assistance you can render would be useful. I recommend that you speak to your crew before transport. Your vessel will not be able to remain in range for long.
Understood, I'll be there soon. Captain, the ship will suffer irreversible damage if we stay this close to the sun. We can retreat, perform critical repairs, and then rejoin the fleet against the Voth. What are your orders, sir? Support the fleet once I leave.
Greetings, I am Admiral Tuvok. The man behind the crates is Dr. Eric Cooper, the Federation Science Council's expert on Dyson technology.
Yes. Hello, I'm Dr. Cooper.
Allow me to brief you on the situation, so we may determine the best plan of action. Main power is offline. I am not sure what caused this disruption, but the event was fortunate. The darkness is a distinct tactical advantage. There are manual overrides in each room. I have temporarily disabled the one between us and the Voth. Unfortunately, the Dyson's captain did not survive the Voth's initial assault.
What can you tell me about the station?
There are 2 generator rooms that control much of the station's operations. The generator room to the south controls the power. The control room to the west, where the Voth are, maintains the station's jump capabilities. It is imperative we reach the west control room and disable it before the Voth jump this sphere back to their space. The release of the Omega particles needed for this reaction would be catastrophic.
How many Voth are between us and the control room?
More than the two of us can safely engage. Defeat would be certain. However, if we restore main power, we can use the station's automated defenses to even the odds. If we can avoid being targeted by them ourselves. I understand you have extensive combat experience. Do you have any suggestions?
We should make our way to the generator room.
We're moving away from the Voth, right?
Sensors are detecting a Voth battle mech ahead. I recommend we perform a more detailed scan to ensure it is deactivated. The pilot of this battlesuit may have been killed in the fighting. However, we do not know what else we will find on this station. We must move forward. The trapped Voth will be attempting to circumvent my modifications. What do you suggest?
Give Cooper a phaser set to stun. Both of you should keep an eye out for Voth.
You're giving me a phaser? Voth! Oh, sorry. I thought I saw something.
Remain calm, Doctor. The defenses in here can be quite lethal.
It was awful. The sounds, the blood. Ugh.
I will stand watch while you and the doctor examine the generator.
If I understand this correctly, we can restore main power activating consoles that match the symbol up here. After the first one is activated, we'll only have 20 seconds to activate the other two. If we don't, the system will defend itself. Also, activating the wrong consoles will trigger the system's defenses. Be careful.
Okay, so it's the yellow one over here. And before you activate it, just make sure you can see the other two and that you can actually get there, because if you're stuck behind the console and you try to get around it, you can actually lose a valuable second. So you want to activate this one,
That looks right.
then the blue one on the other side. And again, I don't think it will be the same layout every single time. The pattern does change per mission.
That did it. The final console is unlocked.
Now I'm supposed to activate the console in the back here. It's pretty. Ooh, that is quite a few Voth.
This does not bode well. By restoring main power, we have released the locks, preventing the Voth from reaching our location. They will already be on the move. We will require Cooper's assistance to subvert the automated defenses for our own use. The Doctor is an expert in the technology found on the sphere. This is well within his capabilities.
I'll talk to Cooper. Where is he? Oh, there.
What are we going to do? The Voth will be here any second, and I don't think they're in the mood to take prisoners. Please, you have to get me out of here. I'm not like you and Tuvok. I'm much too important to die here.
Calm down, we'll get you out of here alive if you'll help us.
My help? What could I do? Don't ask me to use a phaser again. Because I won't. I refuse. I just want to go back to my lab. I was never meant for field work.
Tuvok said no one knows this technology better than you. Can you do this, or Cooper?
Tuvok said that? Well, maybe. I might know the technology, but I don't work well under pressure. I need time and space to think. And I need to be able to do my work without fear of being killed. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Cooper, I believe in you. You can do this.
All right. I'll try. If we're here, and the station's defenses are active, but we're not under attack. But if that's the case, wait. I can do this. Just give me a moment.
Do it.
I think if I try this...
Dr. Cooper, we require a solution.
I'm working on it. Vulcans. If I can just try that... Yes, I have it. I've done something. I'm not ready for what's being thrown at me here. Maybe I could activate the beams? Or something else?
Allow me, Doctor. Fascinating. With this exposed, I can manually activate the defenses in the next room. However, there is another possibility.
What is it?
Instead of activating the defenses to assist you, I can reroute the power to attempt to send a message to our stranded ship. It may not help, but we have been out of contact for hours. Your options are activating the defense beams, activating swarmers, or using none of them. Slim enough that I cannot recommend it. However, if you choose to do so, I will support you.
Why not?
I'll wait here. You go on ahead.
I'll show you that it's possible. Okay, so I think at least 2 of them are in this room, and then the third lot might be elsewhere. Whoa. Hey, he was in front of me now, he's behind me.
More Voth inbound. Prepare yourself. Voth commanders are approaching. We should move forward. Be on your guard.
There you go, you get an accolade for doing without any backup.
A Voth soldier is activating the battlesuit.
Okay.
That was an explosion of sufficient magnitude to cause a breach. Doctor, what is your status?
I'm fine, I'm fine. The Voth can't get in.
Now, does this activate a cutscene?
May want to put a shield up around the next door before you open it.
It would appear all that is between us and our goal is the vacuum of space.
Let's have a quick gander. So as you can see from the map here, there was an explosion that shattered the hallway.
My modifications successfully locked the Voth out of this area. However, there was an armed Voth battlesuit in the corridor. The station's automated swarmers attacked, and this is the result.
Try to contact the Dyson again, they can transport us across.
No response. According to my readings, there is no method of direct access. Unless your ship is within range, we are stranded.
I'll try to hail our ship. Nothing. Should we wait for Cooper?
I'm here. I'm here. Wait.
Doctor, we require a way to access the other areas of the station. Your thoughts?
I have an idea, but you may not like it. Those EV suits over there, they have maneuvering jets that we could use on the outside of the station. I've looked them over, and they should be able to withstand the heat of the sun.
Should.
Well, nothing will withstand that much heat and radiation for long. The suits appear to be designed for use in the shadow of the station. But, technically, they can keep us safe. For a little while.
They will have to suffice. We have no other logical option.
Okay. You can't progress unless you pick one of these up. So if you do the mission again for a second time, you've actually got to collect a second EVA suit. So if you've already got one...
Doctor, are you going to prepare your suit?
Me? Of course not. It's far too risky for me to go out there.
We will need to convince Cooper to overcome his fear and help us complete our mission.
Yeah. So if you've already got a EVA suit equipped, you actually have to go in and get another one. So once you finish this map, you can probably just discard it. And you've got to activate it as well. There we go.
Do you really need me out there? Internal comms are still active. I could just tell you what you have to do. I really can't stand any more stress. I have no idea why Admiral Tuvok chose me for this project. I'm not trained for field work. If I get home alive, I'm writing a letter to the Federation Science Council. I'll file a formal complaint.
You want to be alone with the Voth?
The Voth? I thought you defeated them all. They're not going to come back, are they? I can't be alone if they come back. They'll kill me. They'll rip me apart.
Then come with us.
Okay, I'll do it. I can't fight the Voth alone.
Let's get moving. Now, when you got the maneuvering jets, they can be quite fidgety.
I can do this. I can do this.
So you've got to face the camera in the direction you want to go, and that's how you change your direction.
Conserve your oxygen.
And as you can see, there's a bit of drag there, so you will actually continue in moving in a direction once you start moving. Again, there's like a little mini quest you've got to do here before you can finish this particular area.
There is a large piece of debris blocking the station's entrance. There is a large amount of debris blocking the entrance. It will be impossible for us to move it without assistance. I can scan the area for anything that may be of use.
Good idea.
There are two objects of interest. The first is the remains of a Voth battlesuit. There is a mortar payload within it that we can place onto the debris. The second is the remains of a swarmer, specifically a miniaturized communications device. We could use it to detonate the mortar remotely.
You get the communicator, I'll get the payload. Okay, then once you've cleared this, there's another little mini task to do.
I suggest flying a safe distance before activating the charges.
I believe I can fly. Okie dokie. The door is jammed. Raspberry.
The door is sealed. Any ideas, Doctor?
There should be a manual release for the locks above us.
this is where I get really annoyed because I bounce off these damned release panels or fly right past them because of the drag you have. No. That's the direction I want to go. I want to go that way. Okay. Very fidgety, the suits. What the hell? I'm going. Pretty sure it was pushing me backwards.
The doors are open. Dr. Cooper and I will wait for you inside.
You better. Very fidgety. I like to enter at the top and then fall to the ground. I don't know why.
These suits are fried. I doubt they'll be much use anymore.
There you go. That's probably why you have to recollect them again. Let's swap back to our armor.
Something has closed the doors. Most unsettling.
I think the station's defenses are activating.
We should move forward before more defenses activate.
That's the door that's open, so we'll head for that.
I remember this room. The security protocols shut us out when we first arrived.
Okay.
Prepare yourself. We must defend Dr. Cooper.
Might be easy in the middle of the room.
I need you to activate a console while I work on this. Excellent. I can keep moving forward over here.
Ah, this is because I didn't activate the swarmers to help. I don't normally have to do this.
I need you to activate a console while I work on this.
No, I didn't want to.
Perfect. I'm almost done.
Okay.
We're through.
Does that mean the next room isn't active? The next room is probably one of my favorites if it's the one I think it is. Nope, it's not.
We must
Okay.
power down the room's shielding to access the control panels.
Must be the last room I'm thinking of.
The doctor and I will continue our work while you disable
Oh,
the
damn
lower
it, wrong
panels.
ones. So you obviously don't want to get trapped in those beams of energy. Oh, I would have made that easy.
Good work. Reactivate the shields and we can complete our mission.
Ah, so I didn't actually die from the beam, so I just got another accolade.
The honor of deactivating the station is yours.
There we go. The deactivation program is moving nicely.
Doctor, I'm detecting something curious. Energy levels in the gateway in front of us are rising at an exponential rate. It appears to be activating.
What? Let me check. Oh, this is not good. The gateway is designed to be an escape hatch in the event this station goes offline. We cannot deactivate the jump protocols without activating the gateway as well.
Is there any way to override the protocols?
None that I can see. If we want to stop the jump, we have to activate that gate.
It seems we have little choice. Your thoughts?
As Tuvok said, we have no choice. If we want to stop this sphere from moving, we need to activate the gateway. Our time here is limited. The Voth will return in force. We have to do this now. There is no other option.
It's time to shut it down.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could have found a better way. I failed you both.
Do not dwell on this. If there was another option, we would have found it. One moment. We are being hailed. Tuvok here.
Chief Engineer Tarkaram of the Dyson here, Admiral.
Acknowledged, Chief. Are all of your systems restored?
The opening of the gateway cleared up the ambient distortion disruptions. Do you need transport?
Yes, I want to get off this station now.
We are ready to depart. Chief, do you have a lock?
Admiral Tuvok, come in!
Dyson, 3 to beam up.
We can't get a lock. You need to get out of the hot zone. Move!
That door is closed, is it? Yep, so it's the other door. Back the way we came.
We're going to die! We're going to die!
We have a lock on you, sir. Just give the word.
Okay. So if you choose to use the swarmers, that area is blocked off and you go this way. And this way there's an actual blast shield you've got to activate. Beam us up. So depending on the choices you make, there are different hallways you can take to exit out.
Good to have you on board, sir. I'm Chief Engineer Tarkaram. The fleet and your ship are still engaged with the Voth, but several Voth ships are making their way towards the gateway. One of their dreadnoughts has already passed through. As the only available ship, we have orders to stop the other Voth from entering the gateway.
Understood. Let's see what the ship can do. And again, you got some admiral abilities here you wouldn't normally have. Just like when we were playing with the damn it. Obelisk ship. I think it's got a bit of maneuverability on it. Is this the cannon? Okay, the graphics are off there, but I'm pretty sure I just destroyed the ship. Okay, there are certain areas in this map, obviously, where the graphics don't work 100% because I am firing, you just can't see it. And you saw how easily this ship took out my other ship when I was fighting within the battle zone. Okay, let's speak with
There
Tuvok.
are no more Voth in the vicinity, but one dreadnought did go through the gateway. If my readings are correct, it is passing into another Dyson sphere. This one deeper in the Delta Quadrant. If the Voth are allowed to enter another sphere, they will try to claim it, as they have fought to claim this one.
Enter the gateway.
Navigational readings indicate we are in the Delta Quadrant. However, we are inside a Dyson sphere, and there are no known structures of this type in this region. I'm detecting the presence of a Starfleet vessel, the USS Gold. That ship disappeared on a survey of the Janolan Dyson sphere at the precise instant the Iconian Gateway network was reset to save New Romulus.
The Jolian Dyson sphere?
This sphere was discovered by the crew of the USS Janolan in 2294. The USS Enterprise D rescued Montgomery Scott, a survivor of the Janolan 75 years later. However, it now appears that the Janolan sphere had the same jump capabilities as the Solanae, and moved to this location with the gold inside.
Interesting. What is the status of the gold?
I am detecting disabled systems on the gold, but there is no weapons damage. Also, sensors indicate that the Voth Dreadnought has its weapons armed, but has not fired. What do you suggest?
Hail the gold, find out what they know.
Thank the prophets. I knew someone would find us. We were on a routine survey in the Janolan Dyson sphere when something happened. Systems that have been dormant for centuries activated. The energy readings were off the scale. Then a flash and...
We're here now, you're not alone.
My nav computer claims we're in the Delta Quadrant. If that's right, this entire Dyson sphere somehow moved itself more than 50,000 light years from its previous position. Since then, we've been stuck. I would have taken Voyager's path back home if we could get out of the sphere. The doors were locked tight and the gateway powered down as soon as we arrived.
The sphere did move, but we can help you return home.
Glad to have the help. Supplies are running low. But what was that ship that just passed us? Shares some signs of Voth tech, but our databanks don't have anything like that. Another Dyson sphere? It's taken us 40 years to study this one, and we're not even close to understanding it. And if that ship was Voth, it would explain why they ignored our hails. They came in with their weapons armed and then simply stopped. Didn't see us as a threat. The ship set course for the sealed door and is just sitting there. They're ignoring us. I promised my crew we'd get home. If you could send over a team with some spare components, I can get this ship ready to travel.
We'll transport over a few of our engineers to help.
I have extensive experience with the Voth. While they are arrogant, it is not like them to completely ignore a potential threat. It may be that they sense a greater danger. I suggest we approach and attempt to hail them. Voyager found that some Voth were open to negotiation. We should make every attempt to find a peaceful solution.
Plot course for the Voth ship. Okay.
The Voth are moving towards the door.
Tuvok?
Your query will have to wait, Doctor. Shields are down and we...
You're not...
You're not Cooper.
Sleeping on the job.
The weak shall perish.
Captain, the Undine outside of the sphere are powering weapons. The mammalian ship is still disabled.
Arm all weapons. We will destroy the creatures and then return for the mammals.
I guess not.
I am unharmed, but we are in danger. We are deep within the Delta Quadrant, right where Cooper wanted us. We do not know how long this infiltrator has impersonated Cooper, or the extent of what he has done. However, I am quite familiar with the tactics of Species 8472. We will repel the Undine, and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of the renewed threat.
Finally, a worthy adversary for my new ship.
Now what the Undine ship just did there was open a little subspace portal and then jump to another area. Now, if you don't get the ship after this mission, you can actually collect it through the fleet yard. And these things are tough. And he took another subspace jump. There are 3 waves of these things. Tough little fella, and he's jumped again.
More ships on approach. This vessel cannot defeat them alone.
This ship can take it.
But does it
I
have to?
experience with the Undine. You do not. They are extremely dangerous.
The Lisette is here to provide any assistance you require.
I need a lot of assistance. Because of that.
Undine battleships inbound.
3 battleships? That may be a problem.
Maybe.
We hold here. None of the Undine get through. The Fortescue is here. Now the real fight can begin.
One down already. That's how good it is to have allies. Another one bites the dust.
What? Is that it? We wanted more of a fight.
It is not over yet, Captain. 2 Undine dreadnoughts are approaching.
You only delay the inevitable.
Good to see you. We would have arrived sooner, but there was a Voth fleet in the way. Congratulations on a successful mission. Now the Romulan Republic will take over. We'll set up a command center for further operations. I'm sure Command will contact you when your presence is needed.
I don't believe the Republic has the authority to do that.
No, this ends now. Our generosity to the Romulans can only extend so far. The Klingon Empire claims this Dyson sphere as its own. Starfleet and the Republic would be wise to keep their distance. Or else.
The Solanae Dyson sphere is controlled by the Alliance. Why would this be any different?
Oh? Are you prepared to back that statement with action? The Klingon Empire has restrained itself again and again in an attempt to maintain this alliance with the Romulans. I think it's time I remind you of what happens when a Klingon loses patience.
Remain calm, Karan. We don't need to do this.
Fighting over this sphere is not an option. It would divide our strength. Precisely what would benefit the Undine. The Voth chose to fight instead of cooperate. They were destroyed. We can choose not to be enemies. It is time we did so.
Well, Karan?
The Klingon Empire will not sit and wait while the Federation and Romulans continue to claim these powerful weapons for themselves. This conversation is not over.
Very well. And you, Commander Jurok?
The Romulan Republic will continue to take responsibility for areas within our jurisdiction, but I do not wish to cause a rift in what has been a successful joint action. However, I will not be put in a position where I must choose between the Federation and the Klingon Empire. We have agreements on both sides that must be honored. Sub-Commander Cole can handle the details. I am a ship captain, not an administrator.
That was not what was written. Okay, very well.
Cooper's departure has lifted the miasma in my mind. An affliction that I did not even realize was there. He was influencing me. He used the psychic abilities of the Undine to influence my thoughts. And the results are an effect of my failure. I should have been able to detect his influence.
We must look forward. What now?
We have fulfilled our mission to neutralize the jump capabilities of the Solanae sphere, only to open up a gateway that the Undine can now use to reach our space. They will no longer have to create rifts from fluidic space.
What was that?
Was this Cooper's plan all along? I suggest we return to Sub-Commander Cole. We must attempt to save the fragile peace of the Alliance.
Report to Sub-Commander.
The sphere is under Federation control.
This sphere is only accessible through an Alliance-controlled gateway.
Then perhaps it is time to end this alliance.
This is neither the time nor the place for this.
Commander Jirok is correct. The Undine are a threat to us all. Now they have direct access to our space. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy. I volunteer to mediate these talks. Dr. Cooper manipulated me to achieve his goals. It is only logical that I take responsibility for what has happened here.
Very well, Vulcan. We will finish this later.
Okay. Let's collect our rewards and end the video. Okay, so this is the, again, a set. There's 4 pieces. And you can do the mission another 2 times to collect these other 2 pieces. And then I'm not sure if the other piece is within the ship itself, or whether you have to do another mission to collect it. So let's have a quick look. I could not have anticipated all of this, Admiral. I fear for Admiral Tuvok, but I was fooled by Cooper's disguise as well. Tuvok and I will begin working on the next steps. We need to get everyone to sit down together and discuss what we should do before we start shooting at one another. I will contact you for aid once we have concrete plans. You can rest assured we will need your help in this. Okay, so I will collect the deflector, and then I will do the mission 2 more times and collect the other 2 pieces of equipment. Okay, so that's the end of this particular video. If you have any questions down below, any comments down below, any suggestions for gameplay, please leave a comment down below. If you have any criticism, more than happy to take criticism. I just ask that you keep it civil in the conversations down below. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.